Today's Sunshine Note is titled, "This One's Gruesome." But Jonah was greatly displeased and became angry. He prayed to the Lord, "O Lord, is this not what I said when I was still at home? That is why I was so quick to flee to Tarsus. I knew that you are a gracious and compassionate God, slow to anger and abounding in love, a God who relents from sending calamity." Jonah 4 verses 1 and 2. The trial began on January 30, 1992, and already it had become a media sensation. People were clamoring for the death sentence before a verdict had ever been reached, simply because of the sheer horror of the crimes. 17 people had been murdered in gruesome and gut-wrenching ways, and not quickly or cleanly. Jeffrey Dahmer, the man on trial, was accused of killing, dissecting and storing his victims' body parts in vats of acid in his home freezer. The evidence against him was so overwhelming that his trial lasted only 2 weeks, resulting in a guilty verdict for 15 counts of murder. Dahmer, who expressed remorse and said that he wished for his own death, was sentenced to 957 years in prison, 15 life sentences. 2 years later, while serving his sentence, he claimed to have become a born-again Christian. He was baptized and attended the prison chapel services every week before another inmate beat him to death. Frankly, the part of the story that gets me the most is the whole thing about his conversion. His crimes are so terrible that I have a hard time thinking, well, God loves him, and he'll go to heaven because he asked for forgiveness. Jonah felt the same way because the people of Nineveh were Assyrian, an empire known everywhere for its brutal cruelty and destructive methods when attacking and subjugating neighboring people. Entire cities would hurriedly surrender to attacking Assyrians, only to have their families, women and children impaled on 20-foot spikes in the surrounding fields. So really, it's no wonder that Jonah chose to run away and be thrown into the ocean than to go off and offer Nineveh, the capital of Syria, any sort of second chance. If God wanted to punish them, let him, but God's justice and mercy are universal, not just for one or two special groups, but for everyone, regardless of their past or even their present. If he is going to bring about the destruction of a city, as he warns in the book of Jonah, God makes sure that the people have a final chance to make things right and avert disaster. So I guess, Mr. Dahmer, you and I have an equal chance at God's grace. Thank God. May God bless you today.